Further border controls are lifted as more European countries sign up to the Schengen agreements, with millions of people enjoying greater room to roam within Europe. Just what does it mean for the continent? This is Inside Story. It's seen as the last phase in dismantling the Cold War's Iron Curtain dividing Eastern and Western Europe. Border checks at some 9 Eastern European countries vanished on Sunday, allowing freer trade and movement for hundreds of millions of Europeans. It's called the Schengen Agreement, designed as it is now in 1995 to enhance economic cooperation and build links within continental Europe. With that, Schengen is valuable to the EU. It's a system that helps make the dream of European Union a reality. But people within Europe are still asking, what's the point? Well, let's take a look at who's involved. Until Sunday, some 15 countries were members of the Schengen Agreement, including Germany, France, Italy, Spain and the Netherlands. Then 9 joined this week: Poland, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Slovenia and Hungary, plus 3 of the Baltic states, which brings the current membership total up to 24 countries. This year, both Switzerland and Cyprus are expected to join. But the UK, Turkey and Ukraine, with large economies and populations, are important exceptions. They've yet to sign up to Schengen as fully fledged members. Now, as Schengen gathers momentum, some wonder why these countries don't join and enjoy the benefits. For almost 500 million Europeans, their government's Schengen membership means freedom to travel within continental Europe, and it simplifies visa requirements for millions of tourists who choose to visit Europe from abroad each year. It means there's a common framework for asylum and immigration policy, and national police forces can now collaborate more closely. A French criminal committing a crime in Germany can be arrested in Poland. Plus, police forces have access to an intelligence database set up for member use. Well, joining our discussion today are our guests in Brussels, Valdis Dombrovskis. He's Latvia's former Minister of Finance and a member of the European Parliament. In Warsaw, ILKA LAITINEN. He's the Executive Director of FRONTEX, an agency coordinating European border security. And in London, we have PERSSON. He's a researcher at Open Europe, a European policy study centre. Welcome to the programme, gentlemen. Mr. Dombrovskis, if I could start off with you, what do you think is the best aspect of this plan?
Well, good afternoon. Well, first of all, the very best aspect of the Schengen, of course, is a more free movement of people across Europe. Because if you look at the Europe, it's geographically a very small place. Every several hundred of kilometers, you will most likely run into some border. So Schengen means that people can move from one country to another country without hassle of border control. And it holds for both roads, where the new member states joined Schengen already in December, and also in airports, where, as you already mentioned, new member states joined Schengen just yesterday. And another important aspect is, of course, once you allow people to move across Europe more free, then you must ensure more security by some other means. And this means enhanced cooperation between police forces and other responsible agencies in fighting crime. It means installing this so-called Schengen Information System, and now it's a Schengen Information System 2, which allows effective exchange of information among different police forces of different countries in order to be able to prevent movement of criminals, prevent illegal immigration and other aspects.
All right. Mr. Laitinen in Warsaw, are you surprised at how rapidly this has happened?
Well, actually, good afternoon, first of all. This has been a systematic development of the European Union, and in terms of the new member states which joined recently the European Union, it was clear from the very beginning that sooner or later they will join the Schengen area. And they have been a very in-depth and consistent procedure to evaluate their readiness. And now the time has come when there are 9 new members in the Schengen family.
Mr. PERSSON in London, won't some be asking how much more do you get by joining the Schengen agreement that you don't already get by being a part of the EU or maybe even NATO?
Well, certainly people in the UK will, because the UK is obviously not a member yet. But I think across the EU, I think people will probably ask that. I think the benefit will be most visible, obviously, to people, the new members. So in the old member states, I'm sure that question will circulate, if you will.
Mr. Dombrovski, what additional benefits would a nation have that it doesn't already have if it's already a part of the EU or even NATO?
First of all, this additional benefit, it's really just more convenience for people to cross border. Before Schengen, for example, on roads, you still had to stop at the border control, present your passport, it will get checked, and only then you could proceed. And of course, sometimes queues were forming, and it was taking significant time. Right now, you can cross the border without any passport control, and it's just like occasional. It means that if some member state or some police station decides that they want to make a border control at specific time, at specific place, they can still do it. But still, it means much more hassle-free movement from one country to another, and it's really much appreciated by people.
All right, gentlemen, don't go away, because when we come back, we look at what are the shortcomings of a border-free Europe. We'll discuss that when we come back. Do stay with Inside Story.